Gordon, we are back again talking about the Bills, everything that we need to do in order to potentially win this game. I believe that this could go one of two ways. We lose by a grand total of 50, or we somehow sneak out a W. I have no idea what's going to happen.
We'll see. Let's talk about it.
Let's do that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I see this going either way. Really do. This feels like a get right game for the Bills, right? Like feels like a get right game. But they got to go through our defense, which we know is what do you say? Elite is a word that has been thrown around a few times.
Heard that word before.
So we got a pretty good one. But yeah, I don't know, man. It just feels like it could be a game that the Bills just bounce right back after being embarrassed last weekend and firing their offensive coordinator. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, the Bills offense is not the scariest, right? I mean, Stephon Diggs is obviously a wide receiver one on any team he's on. But Josh Allen's a turnover machine recently. And James Cook looks pretty good, but he likes to fumble like his brother. So I don't know what we see. Again, it brings me comfort on the defensive side of the ball, but that's where my comfort ends because you know about our offense and we don't like to score points.
Of course. I saw a good take. I was listening to someone throughout the week and they were like talking about why Josh Allen struggles so much versus the Jets defense and like what they do and what their scheme is. And they kind of like, they really do lull Josh Allen into trying to make the big play, into like trying to get 40 yards, 30 yards, 45 yards, like just through the air, because they do such a good job because Josh Allen is kind of like a splash play type of quarterback. He doesn't want to continue just to hit the check down.
He's a gunslinger.
He doesn't want to throw 5 yard. He's like the Zach Wilson, kryptonite. He's like the exact opposite of him. He's not going to continue. He's just not going to throw the 6 to 8 yard pass every down.
Yeah.
Kryptonite was not the right metaphor.
Not the right term, but I'm rolling with it.
I'm going to power through. And he wants to, pick up those big splash plays, and the Jets defense is built around not allowing those huge plays. So it kind of gets to a point where he might hit the check down a couple times, but then he wants to move the ball quickly down the field, and the Jets do such a good job of taking that away. They usually have 2 defenders around every ball that's beyond a 20-yard pass.
Yeah.
So I think that just when it comes to like matchups, if you want to talk about keys to success for Josh, it would be just like play what the defense is giving you.
Yeah.
He can honestly, he can lull us to sleep by going 6 yards, 4 yards, 7-yard run, 5 yards, 10 yards. Like if he just kind of plays within what the Jets defense allows him to have, I think that nothing is stopping him from just picking up first downs and having third and short.
Yeah.
But it's just not the way that he plays. So are they going to change things on offense? Obviously, yes. They have a new offensive coordinator. I've heard they're going to be more up-tempo. They're going to be more aggressive. And all of those things kind of benefit the Jets defense. And like you just said, Gordon, I'm just going to roll into keys to success for us. I mean, offensively, I know I said, we could lose by 40, but it seems like this defense is going to really keep you in every game for the most part.
Yeah.
And I do think we have to get the running game going. We have proven, like when Breece Hall is hot and he scores, we win. It's almost as simple as that. Like when he is using his legs and he has over 80 yards on the ground, 100 yards on the ground, those are the games that we win because it takes away from Zach Wilson having to use his arm, which we know is a detriment to the offense. So get Breece going, get that dude in rhythm, get him comfortable, start really wearing down the defense. And, I think that that's our key to finding the end zone with Zach's arm is Breece getting there with his legs.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, dude. With cutting Michael Carter, it's going to be interesting to see Does Dalvin Cook now take a step up? And with Breece not maybe being himself recently as of late, do we see Cook getting a larger share of the game time or share of the carries at this game to kind of give Breece a little bit of a kick in the tail to be like, look, you haven't been the hot hand recently. We're going to give it to Dalvin. We're going to see what he can do against his brother. Because I think he is. I mean, Saleh came out. He's seeing the field better. He's running a lot better. He's got his game legs on. So it's like, and also we have the introduction of Izzy. So do we see Abanikanda run a few? I mean, he's got the speed. I think he's probably faster than Breece. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, he's quick, right? Like they're a little bit different style.
He's quicker.
Runner. Like,
he's quicker for sure. Top
I think
speed.
He gets to his speed faster than Breece, where Breece is like a Le'Veon Bell, right? Like patient to the hole and then hits it. And then Dalvin Cook is just all around speed. And then I think Izzy's going to be that young gun that just kind of takes the game a little bit by surprise. So I agree, kind of get the run game going. But my key to success, man, is going to be gotta win it through the air. I know Garrett Wilson's a little hurt. But I want to see a get right game for Lazard. I want to see Garrett Wilson get a touchdown. I mean, he had that phenomenal catch. I want to see that it wasn't a fluke. He's got what? I don't know how many touchdowns. He has under 5 touchdowns this year so far.
Who?
He's on pace. Garrett Wilson.
I think it's 2.
Two touchdowns
in the first 2 games. He had one in the first game, one in the second.
That's what we want, right? Like we want, yeah, exactly. So let's get him some more. But yeah, man, get the run game going. Just ignite the offense. Like it doesn't matter how
complimentary.
Doesn't have exactly
complimentary football. I mean, we just haven't seen that. I mean, I said running game, you said the passing game. It's like it could be anything. Keys to success for the Jets. You could literally talk about 1,000 different things offensively, because any of those things, I could sit here and talk about penalties.
Yeah, very true.
Stop hurting, and I don't even want to hear shooting ourselves in the foot anymore, because you heard Robert Saleh say that every single press conference.
Self-inflicted
literally becoming
wounds.
A joke. Dude, he says it all the time. Like, I'm starting to get really tired of his press conferences. Oh my God, dude, he is just like a broken record. And every single time someone talks about injuries, he's like, yeah, don't talk about those injuries, knock on wood. I'm like, dude, we know you say that every single press conference. Like, you're knocking on wood, you're making these same stupid jokes over and over again. It's like he thinks it's like the first time we've seen him talk, but
yeah,
whatever. He's a nice guy. Saleh, we all know he's a nice guy. He's a family man. I do love him, but is he going to be our coach of the future? I don't know. But yeah, you could talk about so many things that would lead this offense to being successful. And I mean, who knows? But at the end of the day, Sauce said it best. You have to play complementary football.
Yeah.
You can't have this type of defense. We just got voted ranked number 1 defense in the league, ahead of the Niners, ahead of the Eagles, ahead of everybody, and that's with the worst offense. Usually, when you have the best defense, you have an offense that is playing almost just as well, because that means that the defense is not on the field as much. Can you imagine this defense with more rest, with not getting the ball at the 50, with better field position? Like, man.
Be scary.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, with just like you said, and everybody says it, I'll just be a broken record myself. Like, really, I was thinking too today, like, just let Zach air it out, man. Even if he throws that pick and you give the other team the ball at the 50, he's gonna do it anyways if you go 3 and out. So just let him throw this. If you truly trust this defense, and you think, and they are number 1 in the league, then us giving the other team good field position because of a Zach Wilson turnover, maybe that will benefit you in the long run in the passing game, because he'll actually be confident enough to just throw some of those passes that you need to be successful in order to move the ball. And the defense comes up clutch a lot. So yes, I'm so sick of seeing this offense play scared. And that's what I want to see. Stop playing scared.
I agree. I mean, I think, let the kid sling the ball. And at this point, what is it, what does it matter? Like you said, we either give him the ball in the 50 or he throws a pick, and, then, I mean, we're relying on our offense to play a little bit of defense there in that time, but then our defense gets back on the field. So yeah, I agree, man. But I think, stumbling blocks, I think we got to think about what might cause us to lose this game. And like you said, I mean, everything self-inflicted wounds, the penalties are killer. And I mean, that's honestly, I'm going to say it, man. It's like dumb penalties So I don't
That's
want to
true.
see CJ Uzama. I want to see Rucker. I want to see Conklin.
Yeah.
I want to see. I guess I want to see a little bit of Irv Charles and Gibson getting in there, and Jason Brownlee, right? Yeah, Brownlee. I want to see Brownlee getting in there. I think it's Brownlee. I don't know. I'm
Brownlee
Brownlee.
is right. I don't know if it's Jason. Something like
But I want to see maybe get some of those fringe guys.
you want to
some
see Chosen Anderson. That's what you want to
No,
see.
I don't. I really don't. I think he has a place on the team. Sure, maybe, but
Yeah.
is he an upgrade from Alan Lazard?
You know what his place on the team is? Water Boy.
He's probably an upgrade from Alan Lazard, but we're not going to talk about that. I know your feelings on it, so we're not going to do it.
Incorrect. He
Don't worry about
stinks. He's terrible. He was good for
he's
like
not
2
my favorite.
years.
He's not my favorite. So, yeah, I mean, I think just got to stop the penalties. Gotta get off the ball when he says hike, right? Like, don't do that beforehand because we know that's a penalty. It's called offsides. Line up in the right position, easy, and don't hold anybody, especially when you're on the 1 yard line. Don't hold anybody. It's that simple.
I agree. Stumbling blocks is just a continuation of what we've seen for the past 2 weeks. I mean, the last 2 games were exactly the same.
Yeah,
exactly the same. So like you can't have another game of playing scared on offense, making dumb penalties, taking dumb sacks. Just you can't have another game of that. Not incorporate Ruckert, man. That guy can catch the ball. He can block. He's one of the fastest tight ends I've seen in a long time. So
yeah,
you got to start to utilize his speed more. So hopefully we see that. Hopefully we see an offense that's invigorated. Hopefully they smell blood in the water with Joe Brady, a first-time play caller. And we don't.
Is he a first-time play caller? Is he?
He's never been an offensive coordinator before.
Wasn't he head coach of the Giants?
No, the quarterback's coach for the Bills?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Head coach of the Giants.
Mm-hmm. No, different guy.
No, you're talking about the guy that they fired. What's his name? Joe. It's Joe something. Joe.
Not Brady.
It's a bad look for the channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Late.
Yeah. Huh?
It's late.
It is late.
It's tired.
But dude, like you said, this team has got they know what's at stake, right? They've got to win this game. I think Mosley came out and talked about the importance. He saw it was going to be possibility of some bad weather, so he loves that.
We love that. Joe Judge.
Players only, huh? Joe Judge.
I had to look it up.
There it is, Joe Judge. So yeah, dude, they know it's at stake. They know that if they lose this game, chances are extremely slim that we get into the playoffs. I hate that this camera keeps following me. And then, I mean, you just, I don't know. I've lost my train of thought because this camera.
No, you said it. I mean, this is it, dude. You lose to the Bills, who are 5-5. They go to 6-5. The Dolphins probably win. They go to 7-4.
We win this game. Yeah, we win this game. We're right back in it, though, right?
Yeah,
we win this game.
We're right back in it. You go to 5-5. You're second in the division, and I don't think that we get a wild card spot. Although the division is kind of open.
Bengals,
up.
Joe Burrow,
Deshaun Watson's
going out for the
out.
season. Yeah,
Joe Burrow's out. So like things are kind of opening up. The Jets. This is kind of like what year was it with Rex Ryan, where like we continue to get second chance after second chance after second chance.
20. When was that?
Like 2000. I don't know. 16, 15.
I was about to say 15 or 16, right?
It was around
that last year with was it the last year with Fitzpatrick where we lost to the Bills to stay out of the playoffs?
It could have been.
I think that might have been
15.
Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, good teams win, bad teams lose. Simple as that. And does this team have the ability to step up and take advantage of what's been happening within the conference and what's been happening within the division?
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Hit me with a prediction. What do you got?
I'm going to go Bills 17, Jets 13.
Come on. You don't even.
No, man. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just say the Jets win every week. Can't do it.
I know. I'm going to.
But I want you to say that the Jets
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say we score 2 touchdowns. We break the drought. We score 2 touchdowns. And then we kick 3 field goals. So what is that? 14 and 9 is 20.
Like all those put
points.
together?
23 points. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to score 23 points. And we're
what
going to
did
hold the Bills to 10. 23-10.
23-10. All right. I mean, it's a
Mark it.
possibility. It's not like
Mark
the
it.
it's not like the Bills are, an intimidating. I mean, they still have a great offense, but like we
Yeah.
have a better I mean,
We have
Jets
the best
better
defense in the league.
We have a better defense than the Bills have offense. So, but the question is, does the Jets offense have the ability to be average versus the Bills defense?
I don't know.
Scoring two
Can we score
touchdowns
23 points? I don't think so.
Shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world.
Can we score 23 points? Yes.
It's so funny how
we
like
haven't.
that seems 23 feels like 50. I'm not even kidding.
It does.
Like
23
you
seems
saying
insurmountable.
Can we score 2 touchdowns and like 2 field goals is like my reaction to that is like, oh my God.
We can score 8 field goals, Dan. We could kick 8 field goals. That doesn't seem out of place. Scoring 2 touchdowns, that's what seems out of place.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for watching. We're kind of all over the place right now.
Squirreling.
It's late. The children are asleep. And we're ready for some Sunday evening football. Are they on TV?
I don't know.
You know who's calling the game, right?
I did see that.
I think it's Tony Romo.
Nance and Romo.
Nance and Romo.
So we're in the 425 slot, right? Yeah, we're in the 425.
I mean, shouldn't that mean that we're the national game because of Nance and Romo?
It depends. It depends. Yeah.
Dude, Nance stinks, dude. He is so.
There's not many people that I enjoy. I enjoyed Romo like 2 years ago. What?
I like Joe Buck.
What?
He's exciting.
Jets, Jets. Get out of here.
Bye.